My partner at the time asked me, so what are you gonna do? It was like a knee-jerk reaction. I was just like, what do you mean, what am I gonna do? Like, fuck my life, dude.
I just had to let you know you're mine. Hands on your body, I just gotta say.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cash, like money. If you're new here, thank you so much for watching. If you're not new here, welcome back. As always, guys, don't forget to smash that notification bell so you can be a part of the Glam Fam. And as always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can be linked in on my newest content. So today's video, guys, is a story time. This video is how I became a single mom. So once I tell this story, I'm 1000% laying it to rest. I always address myself or label myself as a single mom, and I'm not going to identify with that any longer. I'm just not comfortable with that storyline for my life anymore. So once I say this story, it's the end of it. I'm not going to speak on it again. I'm not going to answer questions about it again. As far as just the details of my life about this, I'm just not going to keep living this story because I want to tell a different story about myself. I feel like this story is kind of negative and I just want to heal from it, move on, and grow from it and tell a new story, a positive story. If you want to hear my story time on how I became a single mom, then please keep watching. When I first found out I was pregnant, I was fucking terrified. I took 4 pregnancy tests and then I called my mom and told her, and I went to the hospital and they told me at the hospital, they're like, sweetheart, we take the same exact test that you just bought from Target. And I was like, yeah, but let's still just take another one, like just in case. And sure enough, I was pregnant. So when I first found out I was pregnant, I was really in shock and disbelief. It wasn't a very positive moment for me at all. I was 22 years old. I had my own place, I had my own car, and I had finished college. But having a kid at 22 was not in the plans for me. It just wasn't. My hopes and dreams were that I would be married before I had children. But that's not how the cards were dealt. So when I told my partner at the time that I was pregnant, his reaction made me realize that nothing in life is for sure, and that change is definitely inevitable. So before I was pregnant, I had this whole life planned out for myself, and I envisioned that I was going to be in this committed, loving relationship, and we were going to live together and travel, and then finally settle down and decide together that we wanted to have children. And then I thought my pregnancy was going to be wonderful and full of love and light and belly rubs and all those sweet little cute things that you see on television and in the movies. But the reality of it was I was single and pregnant, and I had to do everything alone. I think the hardest part was mentally and emotionally. The physical part, it was hard, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but more so, pregnancy is very hard on you mentally, and it's very, very hard on you emotionally. I basically went over my future plans and tried to picture what life would be like as a single mom, because with the person that I was dealing with, I just knew that I was going to be a single mom. I definitely did not want to have a pregnancy where I was so stressed out, and I didn't want my pregnancy to have a unstable and non-supportive environment. But I weighed out all my options, and this was my first time ever really being pregnant. Like, I never had a pregnancy scare, and I just knew, like, in my heart and in my gut, like, I was gonna keep this baby. There was no way that I could have terminated my pregnancy. Like, it wasn't even a thought. Like, was the furthest thing from my mind. When my partner at the time asked me, so what are you gonna do? It was like a knee-jerk reaction. I was just like, what do you mean, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm keeping my baby. Like, forget you. Like, sad to say, but forget you. Like, I'm keeping my baby. Like, you do what you want to do. We're good over here. Like, I'm keeping this kid, so you do as you wish. But this baby's a blessing. Like, I lived my life, not completely lived my life, but I didn't have a teen pregnancy. Like, I was in my 20s, I was moved out, you know, I was paying my own bills, I was self-sufficient. I just knew for a fact that I was making the right decision, and I'm so glad that I did make that decision, because my son is literally one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Like, he's literally my best friend. So I'm very happy with my decision. I'm very grateful for my son, and he's taught me things that I don't think I would have ever learned in life if I was not a mother, honestly. He's helped me grow and change in so many different ways that only being a mother could have prepared me for these type of characteristics now. Like, I would have never had this much patience. I would never been able to endure so many things if I didn't have a little human being behind me that I loved and was trying to support. Kids really give you strength and give you courage. Even if you feel like all of your strength and courage is depleted, you somehow dig deep inside of you and you find it for yourself and for them, and you do, and they bring that out of you. And they bring out qualities that you didn't even know were there. So kids really are a blessing. Even if it seems like a disaster at first, there's always a rainbow after the rain. Didn't really have too much of support system at that time from him or his family. So I basically relied on my family and my friend for emotional support. And I think my mom was probably the biggest help through my pregnancy, because she has been a single mom and she knew exactly what to do. And like, every time I'm ever in trouble, she always comes running to my rescue and saves the day. And like, we may butt heads, we may be very similar and not always get along, but at the end of the day, anytime I was ever in trouble, the first person I call is my mom. And the first person to save the day every single time, no matter what the situation entails or requires, like, my mom just shows up. And I feel like I fucking cry. I think one of the things that one of the things that I got from my mother and being a single mother is strength. She gave me a lot of strength during my pregnancy and even to this day. Being a single parent and trying to have balance in your life is a very difficult task, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to pursue your dream, trying to fulfill your career, trying to be a friend, trying to stay in shape, and being a good mother is probably one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. And honestly, some days I don't even know how I do it. I would not be half of the person who I am today without these kids, without my son, without my daughter. I would not even be remarkably close to this incredible, strong, brave human being that you see in front of your screen right now. Like, I wouldn't even be half of the woman I am. They've grown me and matured me in ways that I didn't even think were possible. I never thought me, of all people, like, I would have kids. I would have never thought. my son was the first diaper I've ever changed. At the end of the day, a lot of moms have to realize that a happy mom is a good mom. So just make sure that you take time out for yourself to do a couple self-care routine. Just make sure that you have a little bit of that time to yourself to do that. One of the things that I do for self-care is making these videos for you guys because I enjoy them too, and you enjoy them, and that makes me happy to be able to help and, you know, communicate and connect with other people. And even if it's when your kids are sleeping, just take a little bit of time for yourself, or take a bubble bath, or buy yourself some bath bombs, or something small. It doesn't even have to be extravagant, but just make time for yourself. Being a single parent is not easy, but it definitely gives you a liberating feeling once you know that you have endured it and you have pushed past all of these obstacles and limitations and you made it through. So just remember, this may not have been the ideal life that you planned out in your head, but I guarantee you, if you look around at your blessings and you're really grateful for what you do have, you'll realize that the story that you created was much better than the story you ever could have imagined. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. It was a peek into my personal life. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that notification bell so you can be a part of the Glam Fam. And as always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can be linked in on my newest content. And as always, guys, remember to fly. First, love yourself. See you in my next video.